Hi. In today's video, I'm not too particularly happy with today's video. I went back and I looked at it before doing this introduction, and I got kind of, I fell back into old habits of the way I was doing things prior to starting to do things on video. See, normally, for those of you who haven't seen a lot of the series or maybe new to this, before I started doing these videos, I would have this conversation entirely in my head. And a conversation in my head with whoever it is that's talking to me, it can go very quickly. There's no blocks. Then I went from that, I realized at one point that I wasn't able to remember any of this. And so I said, I need to start writing it down. And well, so I would listen, and that conversation would go on, and then I would stop, and I'd go write it down, and then I'd go again, and then I'd stop, and I'd go again. And that worked in terms of moving me along, but it still wasn't getting a real accurate playback. And so I decided, hey, a videotape's the way to go. If I just record this, then it's in real time. But so that's a thing I've been struggling to learn. And in some of the videos, I've done it very well. If you watch, you can see the transition in some of my videos where I go from listening and repeating and listening and repeating to just allowing that spirit within me to talk out. And in this particular video, it started right off the bat where I started going into seeing a vision. And then something happened with me. I don't know what, maybe nerves, maybe just, I don't know. And suddenly I switched back to that listen and talk mode. Listen and talk, listen and talk. And I come out sounding so slow in this video. It's like, if you're nice enough to watch this entire video, please, no comments about you almost fell asleep. People don't comment a lot, but I'm afraid in this one they just might. In any case, the message is still good. And so in this video, I'll be talking to Archangel Uriel. Hi, I'm Joe Shepard. This is the Fractal Realms. Today I'm going to be speaking to Uriel, Archangel Uriel. And for those of you who don't know Archangel Uriel, he is the keeper of the flames of heaven. And when I see Uriel, I see him in two different ways. One is a completely engulfed in flames, as if he is the flames. And a great big angel shape, but flames. And he often puts his hand on my shoulder, but there's no sensation of flames. Another way that I see him is as maybe a young teenager, long, shiny white hair. He's the only one of the angels I see that way as a child. I don't know what that means or why that is, and I can't tell you how I know it's him, regardless of what shape he's taking. But I do know it's him, and well, I refer to him as him. Just to be clear, the pronoun him is just something easy to use, something easy to say. None of them really are hims or hers. It would be kind of rude, I feel. Anyways, so I use the term him, but Uriel could just as easily be a female. What I wanted to ask Uriel today is there such a thing as free will? Is free will an illusion? And so I'd like to just jump in on that and see where it takes us. He's asking me if I'm ready to go. And I'm almost immediately seeing a vista in front of me from a very high place. He's asking me if I chose to be here. And I say, no, I had no idea or what this means. And yet you're here, he says. Free will varies depending on what you're trying to think, what you're trying to believe in, what you're trying to understand. Individuals have free will He's telling me I'm doing fine. Individuals have free will. They can choose whether they go left or right. They can choose what to buy and what to sell and where to go and what to do. They can choose names. They can choose friends. They can choose where they live. From that perspective, free will is a given. You have to choose your path and you have to execute your path. But in the long-term sense, Spirit is headed in a particular direction. Spirit is trying to learn and understand the value of reality. That was a confusing thing to say. What is reality, Uriel? What is reality is yet to be determined, he says. So if reality is yet to be determined, what is it that we all experience? He says you experience the creation of existence before our eyes. Our decisions, our expectations all lead us into a particular direction. So let's come back to the question. Is free will an illusion? He says, if you were to look backwards at all things as we measure time, he's I'm not able to get exactly what he's saying. Pardon me. He's saying, if we were to look back 1 billion years from now, a 100 billion years from now, we would look back and say we are where we were always going. That our path was always there. That was where we were going, and that's where we were destined to become. But on a much smaller macro scale of an individual, we don't know where the next turn might lead us. And so in that sense, we have free will because there's no decision-making process other than our own. He's asking me if that answers my question. I think so. I think what you're saying is that as a group we're headed in a particular direction, but as individuals we're creating that direction as we move along, and we don't know what the direction is, and we don't understand that we're creating the direction, something like that. He's saying, good enough. And I guess that's it on this subject. I thank you so much for watching. And please subscribe if you haven't already. And don't forget to click the like button, because we need you to click the like. I need you to click the like button. It gives me something to feel like I'm doing the right thing. Thank you so much. Have a good day.